Welcome, everybody, to Let's Get Critical. We're calling this the beginning of Season 2 because you're going to notice some changes. We're in a new environment here. We've switched offices. And also, we got a special guest to kick off Season 2 with us. The one, the only, Tom Riffel.
I'm not in the band.
Tom Riffel's not in the band.
Why are you in that band, Scott Summers?
Oh, I
guitars.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
I had a late night, so I forget.
Tom is a very good friend of mine and ours, and he agreed to, cut open some of these albums with us.
I got a circular saw in the car.
Yeah. So today we're talking about a very interesting album by a very interesting band. This was a Tom Riffel pick, and you blew my mind with this one, man. I'll go ahead and introduce it, and then we would love for you to kind of talk about it a little bit more, just kind of how you found these folks.
Absolutely.
And what you think of them. So this is Church of the Cosmic Skull, and the name of the album is Science Fiction. It was released on May 17th of 2018, and it's the third album by this band on their own label. This was released on their own label.
I believe it's their second album, actually.
Well, there you go. Their second album. I guess Wikipedia was lying to me.
Don't listen to Wikipedia.
Wikipedia, yeah.
Wikipedia.
But yeah, tell us a little bit about this good old band here, Tom.
So I found them maybe 2016, maybe 2017. I don't remember exactly, but I love to just spend time on Spotify, just like going down a rabbit hole, listening to bands. And I spend a lot of time just like looking at album covers, right? And in the summertime, I tend to lean towards like stoner music or like doom metal and stuff like that, kind of like, because it just feels like that's what you listen to when it's really hot outside.
Yeah.
And I stumbled upon Church of the Cosmic Skull's first album, which is called Is Satan Real? And the cover was just like a giant like sequencer with these cult members just standing around it, and
yeah,
I was
that's
like,
what gave me like a vibe of
that's their whole shtick.
Yeah.
Their whole shtick is that they're a cult. Well, they're a church. If you look at the
tax exemptions.
If you look at the liner notes, they're all credited as brothers and sisters. So like the singer is Brother Bill. There's like so it'd be Brother Mike, Brother Ruben. And I was like, what the hell is this? So I checked them out, and I think the first song I heard was Mountain Heart, which is their first song on that first album. And I was like, okay, I'm kind of into this. Like, let's go. I didn't love the first album, but I liked it enough to like keep up with them.
Yeah.
They put out a single for Science Fiction. It was Cold Sweat. And I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. And like, just like the video, I don't know if you guys watched the video, but the video is like really like kind of ridiculous in terms of like graphics and style.
I could check it out.
Yeah. And I was like, man, I'm really into this. So when the album came out, I picked it up, and just like front to back, I'm like, this is an improvement across the board. Like from the first album, I love this. And I kind of kept up with them. I don't think they're doing much anymore. I know the singer Bill Fisher has done a bunch of solo stuff, and he does this other project called, what is it? It's something massive something. I can't remember right now, but it's just him and his brother. They just like get together and just make a song like on the spot. And they put out a couple albums. I sent you one a week ago. And it's just really interesting that this guy, he's obviously the brains behind Church of the Cosmic Skull. He was in a band before that was like way more just like doomy. It's like, here's 3 songs and every song's like 12 minutes long, very repetitive, very, kind of. So it's interesting, just the kind of stuff that they do. And it's, I don't know, science fiction. I just love front to back. And I was just like, when Mike asked me to pick an album, I was like, I want to pick something that you guys probably haven't heard of. Yeah. So
never came across it.
Yeah.
So you may have just answered a lot of my questions. That
I'm sorry.
No,
you can ask them again.
That's totally fine. I just something to clear up, because this is what really confused me. First of all, very interesting band and sound and all that, and just the mere fact that like it's an album from 2018, but it sounds like it's like an album from like 1973 that you find like on a compound. I after I listened to the album, I was like, okay, I need to know what the deal is with this band, right?
Yeah.
So I went to their Wikipedia and there wasn't really much information. Then I went to their website and there was like not really that much information.
I think they're defunct now.
But here's the question that I think has an obvious answer just based on what you're saying. Are they actually a cult?
No.
Okay.
No, it's totally a shtick.
That's the vibe.
Yeah.
Okay, because I could not tell if like this was like just some scary thing that you came across where a cult is also a band and also a religion, or if it's like really tongue in cheek and they're like in on the joke.
I'm not in the band, but I can confidently say that it's just shtick. I know that I did remember seeing that they're English, they're from England, and I know that they have expressed that there is at least one person out there who thinks they are a cult and will like picket their shows and like it's just like, hey man, be careful of this guy. He thinks we're a real cult. And the fact that like, Bill Fisher is clearly he just wants to make music and he's constantly making new projects. I'm almost certain they're not a real cult.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
Like even after you sent me the music video, I'm like, oh, I bet the music video is like definitely going to tell me if this is a joke or if it's a cult. And after watching the music video, I'm like, I still don't know if this is like.
Well, then they're doing their job right.
Just some general thoughts that I had.
Yeah.
About the band and the album, aside from just virtually no information existing on them. It kind of reminded me a lot of like Norman Greenbaum and like the Mamas and the Papas.
Okay.
And like maybe a little bit of Boston in there.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of Boston.
Yeah.
Especially with guitar tones and stuff.
Yeah.
And, something I'll kind of touch on a little bit later, but there was a few songs on the album where it was literally just the same line of lyrics, but the song progressing differently, which I thought was interesting, like an interesting exercise of just like we're saying this thing over and over and over again, but doing it differently, and everything around it is changing, but the messaging is the same.
I do see the cards that you're playing.
Yeah. But Zeke, Ruben, what would you think?
Yeah, I definitely got the Boston vibe. A lot of 70s tones in this, which I thought were cool, and that's like a real fine line you got to walk sometimes, because like, I'm just going to say, Greta Van Fleet pisses me off. You hear that and I'm like, come on. But this felt original, even though it felt like it was from like an era, it felt very original. And like the cult thing, like if they were, that's what they were throwing, we totally caught that. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt very nostalgic. The bass lines and the guitar riffs, man, they're really fucking cool.
Yeah.
They're really cool. You really get into it. Very unique image too.
Yeah, for sure. I really like the amount of like keyboard sequencer synth stuff. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's funny that you bring up it sounds like it's from the 70s, because Mike and I have had this conversation repeatedly. I'll like pick up an album and put it on. He's like, oh man, when's this from? I'm like, this is from like 6 months ago. And he's like, what? Yeah. Like, this sounds like 1972 or something.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of nice that people, it's nice to know that people still produce music in the same way that they did back in the golden days,
the prog era.
So you keep bringing up Greta Van Fleet. We need to review one of their albums for sure.
I think we'll be okay. If we want to keep our viewers, I think we'll be all right.
Ruben's like, here's the review. It sucks.
Yeah. I'll save you whatever Spotify, on that.
Yeah.
What if they see this, man? We get backlash.
Hey, let's start a feud with Greta Van Fleet.
Yeah.
I love that.
I mean, Drake and Kendrick is over now, so you need something new.
Yeah.
That
We need
is true.
something to fill the void.
Yep.
A quick aside about Greta Van Fleet. This is probably stating the obvious, but like, I feel like every 10 to 15 years, there's some Led Zeppelin clone
Yep.
that everybody just starts like
This
losing.
is the best.
Yeah. There's, oh, this is great. Right. and
Wolf,
it's like,
Wolf
dude.
Mother.
Wolf Mother.
Oh man,
Yep,
Wolf Mother.
was another one.
I mentioned that when I saw the White Stripes, which I don't think they sound like fucking Led Zeppelin, but I saw them at BFD.
Yeah.
And this fucking guy in the crowd next to me just kept saying, "It's the new Led Zeppelin, man." Just kept saying it over
You're
and
like,
over
what
again.
the fuck are you talking about?
Shut the fuck up, yeah.
Probably on drugs, watching his show in his
His
head.
head and shit. Yeah.
I remember
That's super funny.
I kind of recall Wolf Mother getting a little bit more flack for it than Greta Van Fleet, though. Like, but I think at that time the industry was in a different spot too.
Yeah, yeah.
Nowadays, anything that's like a rock act that's mainstream is a rare treat, I guess. Right? So people are just like, oh, this is great to hear actual drums.
Yeah. You know, I noticed that even in
Yeah.
like us playing the scene, like I see some bands that like have some clout and they have that like fucking Led Zeppelin, you know what I mean? The get-ups on. The hair's all feathered and shit. I'm like, oh, come on, you know?
It's interesting because I feel like was Wolf Mother they did that song "Woman"? Was that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
that's the
like
one.
"The Darkness," remember?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
At the time, I was like so turned off by this shit. I'm like, guys, it's not like the '70s anymore. And then
Right.
here we are
Yeah, here
talking
we are,
about
yeah.
Church of the Cosmic Skull.
So the singer of the Darkness,
Yeah.
Justin Hawkins, he has his own
Podcast.
YouTube show.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, really?
And it's pretty fun, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's just him like
Criticizing
bullshitting
everybody.
around.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah. His intro is him playing the guitar and like singing in the notes he's playing the guitar, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to get into our favorite part of the show. And this is calling out the songs we like the least.
I love a good call out.
So, you know, I know you love this album, Tom.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to keep your temper gauge down, buddy.
That's okay.
Because we're talking about the best of the worst
Best
to
of the worst,
The best of the worst.
the tops of the
Tops
bottom.
to the bottoms. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Are we tops or bottoms here, guys?
Hey,
Let's get real.
But it's a viewer's choice.
Viewer's choice. Okay, I like it. Well, okay. Who wants to go
Yeah.
first?
Well,
I will say tops of the bottoms or best of the worst is apt because I had a tough time picking 3 songs that I'm like,
Yeah, yeah. Me
yeah.
too. Me too.
Yeah.
for and I think you guys probably for the other two albums, you know.
Yeah.
This is a really good album.
Yeah.
I really, it was really difficult. I just had to go with stuff that I was like,
Right, like you just be nitpicky about
Yeah.
something. You just
Yeah.
be like, all right, I'm gonna Karen, just channel some.
Yeah,
Karen.
you have to. You have to just be like, I don't like this 1 5-second section.
Yeah,
so
yeah, exactly.
All right.
the Church
Yeah.
of Karen.
Yeah.
Church of Karen. Yeah,
Feathered hair.
that's
and
our next
everything.
album
There you
title,
go.
The Church of Karen.
my mom would disown me
Get
because
the,
her name's Karen, so I can't do that. But you know.
It's funny whenever I meet a Karen now, I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry, because it's just like bastardized forever. Anyway,
So traditionally, what we do
Yeah.
is whoever picked the album,
yeah,
they're gonna go last.
Okay.
And we do clockwise.
yeah,
So that means I'm going first.
Okay.
So this is the song that was at the top of my bottom list. There needs to be a better way of saying this.
Power bottom.
Power bottom.
Well, let me just
It's-
for clarification, real quick. So, are you going? So there's 3 at the bottom.
So number
Right.
1 is the one you like the least.
So we're going upwards.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Cool. Cool.
This is basically the first choice is like right below the middle tier for me.
Okay.
So it's and then increasing anger as we go down the list.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, like you guys had mentioned, and I kind of agree with this. This is a good album. I don't think there's any really weak points of this album. Like there wasn't any lazy songwriting. I don't think.
Yeah, no, there wasn't.
So for me, it was more about like attention span and more about like, okay, am I feeling fatigued at a certain spot of this album, right? So, number 3 for me is the cards that you're playing. And I started the song with high hopes. It has a great eclectic arrangement. Unfortunately, I just couldn't get around. I kept getting caught on them saying the same line over and over again, and that's like a very tiny complaint, right? The song was good. I just was like, hey, say something else. Let's hear you say something else other than that line. So that's really, I mean, all I have to say about that. That's my number 3.
Cool.
Let's just say it a few more times because that's what they did. So
number 3. That's my number 3.
Right on. For me, number 3 was Revolution Comes with an Act of Love. I think it's a pretty good song. I think where it was placed is probably why I picked it as the 3. I always feel like an album's like a journey, like it takes you energy wise, and I feel like it should have peaked a little more, with what was leading into it, and it didn't quite.
how do you think you would have felt that same way if they swapped that song with Cold Sweat?
Yeah, maybe Cold Sweat.
Yeah, because that's much more high energy.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I mean, I can't, lyric wise, I think it's pretty cool. Like the way they wove in some of those things with the melodies. But overall, like exactly like you said, it just would have placed it somewhere else.
Yeah. It's a hot take.
It is a hot take, man.
That's an argument waiting to happen right there.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand what he's saying because, I think if you are like taking a breather, you got to be real like strategic about where it is on the album.
Yeah,
and I think that might be a recurring theme that we revisit.
across,
Yeah, so
I think I might have an alliance with Mr. Zero over here about some
'cause that's on my
some
list,
things.
but-
Yeah.
not on that side.
Not on
of
that
it, right?
side. For me, this is only because I had to pick something because album's pretty good, man. Yeah, I don't think you guys understand the assignment. We had to pick something that's kind of mixed because I can't really critique this album too much.
I love this.
Yeah. The others, again, it's complemented with the acid-drenched lyrics. But this song is a slowdown in the album. I noticed it takes like kind of like a turn, but it has great guitar lines and the music feels very spiritual. It makes me want to join the cult. But as you can tell, I like the song, but I gotta pick something.
Right.
It seems like a cop out. I don't know.
I have some thoughts on what you just said, but
Okay.
this is gonna be good. We're all over the map with this. This is good.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more boring when like we all agree on the same thing,
Same
right?
picks, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what about you, Tom?
It's tough because I love this album. Like, I think it's really good, but similarly, I did put at the very bottom, let me do the cards that you're playing is probably at the bottom for me because of exactly what you said. It's just like, you just saying the same thing over and over again. And it's just, so I generally tune out when things are really slow and really just kind of like plotting sometimes, because I will listen to like Sleep's Dope Smoker, which is the same thing for an hour.
Yeah.
And I love it, but
You got to be in the mood though, right?
yeah. And going back to what you said about like Revolution Comes with an Act of Love, that does slow things down, but it just, I think vocally there's more going on than in the cards that you're playing. And so I prefer that song. And so I would say maybe that would be a weak spot, but it's just like Zeke said, I have to pick something, so,
Exactly.
Yeah.
so yeah, that's my bottom.
All right.
Top of the bottom of the top, whatever.
The power bottom?
The power bottom.
Yeah.
What's up with these innuendos, man? Come on.
Hey, you got that
know.
from Always Sunny, man.
Well, we're teaching people some. We're giving them an
lingo.
education. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. These are all terms they can Google. And
It's readily available at your local
Yeah.
library.
Yeah.
that's Oh man.
We need that little star thing. The more you know.
The more you know.
You can start a Reddit forum if you guys want to.
The subreddit. Yeah.
Subreddit.
Dude, I was at the Studio City Library about, I don't know, a month or two ago. And there's this man on a computer right next to me, just looking at the most salacious hardcore porn on that computer. And then I went over to the librarian. I said, "Hey, like this guy,
Yeah.
like what's going on over here?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, okay." And then so I sat back down and figured, okay, they're going to tell him to stop. And like no one did anything. And then he just eventually left. And then like a mom and her son went over to the same computer. They didn't see anything, but
Oh, damn.
I just thought, man, this is like bizarre.
Yeah.
You know what's really funny about that is years ago, I was kind of seeing a librarian and that topic came up and she said most librarians are like absolutely not going to stop that because it's like some weird, like, you know, the library is supposed to be a place for
everybody, I guess.
for information and like, you know, and I'm just like, okay, well, I think there should be a line, you know, like if there's a child right
It's
next
a
to you.
shared space, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, I understand the free flow of information, but you know, time and place. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
But what if you download some like LimeWire music on there? Are you able to do that in a library or something?
I bet you could. Like, I bet you could.
Just destroy all their fucking their servers, basically.
And, you know, also, I mean, come to think of it, it's sort of like, because all these, at least at Studio City, they had those privacy screens, you know? So, like, if you're looking at a certain angle, you can't see anything.
Yeah.
And the only reason I saw it is because I was just straight on, like, oh, it's like right there. But yeah, I'm sure you could do all that, and like no one will. I'm going to stop talking because I feel like I'm.
we're losing focus of why we're
encouraging
here.
people to do illegal things. Don't do illegal things at the
But
library.
that's very
everybody.
interesting to learn about the librarian. They really can't do anything.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to tell you my number 2 because I think it's going to hopefully offend everybody.
I think mine is too.
Oh man. Oh man.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I can't wait.
Cold Sweat.
What the fuck?
It was the first instance in the album where I actively didn't like something.
Man.
I felt it was catchy but a bit silly.
I'm with you.
Oh man. Thank you.
The vocal melody was a bit too busy, and the lead vocal didn't really serve the intention. So it's a funny song, and also now that I know this is a novelty band and not actually a cult, it sort of reframes it a little bit for me. But it was the first instance in the album where whoever was singing that main vocal, where da 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 da, I was just like, this is a little silly, you guys.
Wow. Wow.
Do all of them sing?
It's mostly Bill, brother
Yeah.
Bill, and then the 3 women will sing back up. And then, like, I think in Cold Sweat, I think everyone gets in a couple times.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good song. And now that I know that it's kind of like they're tongue in cheek, like it
Reframes it a little bit, right?
yeah. But I also would say it's the first instance in the album where I thought I don't know if I like I don't know if I like this too much.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I really I just like the line, you know, you never talk about it anymore. They just keep saying that. I really like that. I don't know why, but it hits me, you know?
Yeah.
So, okay.
There you go.
Well, I hate you now, so.
That's another line. I hate you now.
Yeah.
So I think this is probably going to be a hot take, but my number 2 was Time Hole.
Oh, okay.
Time Hole was a little chaotic, and I think that's kind of cool the way it builds.
Yeah.
But I think it just feels like it doesn't go to where it needs to in the song. You
Okay.
know? I love the tone. I think it's cool. But again, I feel like it kind of left me wanting something else.
Interesting.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's weird that you brought that up because that's also on my list.
Oh, okay.
It's a really cool song, but it felt like it could have got a little harder. You know?
Yeah,
Could have
yeah.
rocked a little bit more.
Sure.
There's a Lemmy voice that comes right
Yeah.
into the middle of it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, just do a little bit more grit, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's not a bad song. It's just, it could have rocked. It could have rocked harder.
Interesting.
It
Okay,
had
okay.
a potential to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right in the middle for me at the bottom is The Others. I'm just like, it's fine. That's it. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say about it.
Fair enough.
So,
Yeah.
It's a very cool song, I think.
Yeah,
The Others, yeah.
It's on my list, but not the list you'd think.
oh, well, there's only one other list.
Yeah.
List of songs that aren't on my list.
Yeah.
There's
Oh
a
shit,
list
there's
of-
a secret third list.
Yeah.
The rest of the album.
The neutral songs, yeah. This is on my neutral list.
A list of movies you like, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back.
So okay, just closing off the this is at the top of my bottom list, right? So this is the one I like the least. I think it was more just, you know, this is towards the end of the album, and there's a repeating theme with me on this podcast where it's like I tend to pick stuff on on the back half where it's like if I feel like I've heard the same not trick, but the same.
Yeah.
They're giving me the same thing now, and I feel like, okay, we've heard this in some kind of form, and we're kind of doing this again, and I sort of just want to get past this. It's Paper Airplane and Silver Moon.
Oh man!
So it's the second to last song on the album.
What's your problem, Mike?
It just felt unnecessarily. It was a long-winded song. It felt a little bit unnecessary.
Mike,
I know
boo this man. Boo.
It didn't have anything for me to really grab onto. Like, it's not like the parts were bad, but they didn't really they didn't bring me into the song. And what else did I say? It seems like the band wanted something that was like sprawling and epic, but it just felt a little bit undercooked.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are wrong, but that's fine.
It's okay to be wrong sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
It's bad, but it feels good. And that's what I'm.
Mike's 0 for 3 right now. So.
Yeah. I'm over 3. All my choices are bad.
Yeah. This is objective right here. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, let me just, I guess I'll steer us away, segue us. For me, it was the cards that you play. I think, it's been stated, real interesting. I think I think this is like a really good exercise in songwriting. I've never thought of doing something like this where you can kind of take something and just kind of change the mood and the background with the music and the movement. I think I'm going to try that. I don't necessarily know it'll become something we play live, but I'm going to try that.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Like an experiment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool because then even if it's like something you didn't love, it still kind of like opens up like an influence.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
For me, it's going to be The Devil Again. This is the closing song of the album, but it's only on my list.
We are all over the place on this one. That's crazy.
But it's only on my list because it ends the album.
I felt like you just shot me, dude.
I didn't want. Wait. I didn't want the album to end. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Because this song actually, it's like a lullaby.
Yeah.
It's a great goodbye. It's beautiful harmonies. The organ is jamming in the back.
Yeah.
I couldn't see this song anywhere else on the album. It was a great closer, dude. So.
Yeah.
I felt
but
like
you
I
hate it.
I could smell my uncle's van when I heard this song.
But to be clear, you don't like the song.
I don't like the song because the album had to end.
All right. Okay. I guess that's a good reason not to like the song.
I think that's a great reason.
Yeah.
It's a compliment,
Right.
I know, man. But it's a great song, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And then for me, it's going to be one we've already talked about, and it's Revolution Comes with an Act of Love. Like, I like it, but you raise a good point about because without getting spoilery, I do really like the first 2 songs. It's just like a 1-2 punch, and then it's just like, oh, now we're going to take a break. I'm like, but I'm not ready for a break.
Yeah.
Because this isn't like a hardcore album. It's like the energy's up, but it's not like insane.
Right.
So it's like, it almost feels like, I'm not ready for a slowdown yet. And lyrically, it is a little repetitive, but I think it's a good message. Just the title alone, "Revolution Comes with an Act of Love," is just like a nice solid,
like a Chili Peppers song almost. Just the vibe it gives me.
Yeah, sure.
Tom loves the Chili Peppers.
I love the Chili Peppers. I was actually thinking about them today. I was thinking about them being on The Simpsons.
Oh, yeah.
When they say our lyrics are like our children, and then they change it to something stupid.
Like,
that's
much hug and kiss you.
Yeah.
Like,
that's much better.
Why didn't I think of that before? Yeah.
And then they're just like rocking out in their underwear.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah. So it's funny that you bring up Chili Peppers because this was literally while I was waiting for him to pick me up. I was thinking about them.
Oh, wow.
Remember Barney? We want Chili Willy. Chili Willy is the only one in there.
There was a time where it was just...
I started picking up The Simpsons again. I'm on season 13, and I got to tell you, man, it's just... I stand by my thesis that... I think season 11 was the last,
the turning point,
the last banger. And like, the only reason I like season 11, because it had hit and miss, hits and misses. But my favorite episode, I think, of all time is in season 11.
Which one is it?
It's the one where Montgomery Burns, there's like some other millionaire, billionaire, whoever in town in Springfield now. And he's like really charming. And I think he's like British and everybody loves him. Right. So then Montgomery Burns is trying to revamp his image and get people to like him. And one of my favorite scenes in Simpsons, one of my favorite gags, I guess, is they're on top of a building. It's him and Homer, because of course it's always that.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, just like throw money down at people, right?
Yeah.
Do you know where I'm going?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, so Montgomery Burns is like, free money, courtesy of C. Montgomery Burns. And he's throwing coins.
Yeah.
And then
it's like fucking annihilating everything and shit.
It cuts down to the bottom. Everybody's yelling and screaming, and the coins are like, killing people and damaging cars.
Yeah.
And then one gets lodged in Lenny's forehead, and a lady walks past him. He's like, "Oh, nice to see you, ma'am." And he pulls the coin out of his head. He starts bleeding.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, that's just amazing." Kudos for anybody who came up with that. That joke.
It's a good gag.
Great.
I always think of the one where he pretends to be Santa Claus and he's got Homer and he's trying to convince him to throw the fish guts at the orphans. He's all Merry Fishmas throwing the bucket.
That's horrible, dude.
C. Montgomery Burns is like such a great
character.
Mr. Burns, is
Burns,
such a great character. And I noticed in season 13 they broke that whole gag of Mr. Burns never knowing who Homer is.
Yeah.
Right? It's always like Smithers being like, oh, well,
it's Homer Simpson, Sector 7G.
Like, Homer Simpson, eh?
And he's like, you ran over his son and you whatever, right? He like lists all the things. You were shot by his baby,
Yeah.
That's funny.
So now we're going to bring it back up, right? We just broke it down. We're going to bring it back up. We're going to talk about the songs that we like the most. So it's going to go third favorite, second favorite, first favorite.
Sure.
Yeah.
So at the bottom of my tops, and I'm so excited to be talking about these three songs because I really love them. 3 is The Others. What? What?
That's an honorable mention on my list. Yeah.
Yeah, The Others. It was the first instance in the album where I felt like they were kind of switching gears. And they kind of stripped back the song. It had less of like, it didn't feel like it was like a 15-piece ensemble. It was very like, I think there's just like a drummer and a singer and a guitarist and a bassist, and they're kind of just doing something else, doing something different,
Well, that's why I made my list, because it wasn't cultish enough.
It's exactly. I could just walk away. Like the gate's open.
Gates open.
And I really liked kind of the guitar work that was happening in the different sections of the song. And yeah, it was a vibe, man. I remember because I listened to a lot of this stuff when I'm driving to or from work, and like, just being stuck in traffic, and this song comes on. I'm like, oh, this is kind of really resonating with me, The Others. So that's my number 3.
Okay.
So for me, my number 3 was Cold Sweat. I think it's a really catchy song, like from the beginning. I think that riff is just super cool. Yeah. That's something that when I was starting to play guitar, I think I would have wanted to, pick up.
Yeah.
I think that just goes to show you that they have a good feel on dynamics, like where to take something. I think that's why I think in the bottoms, I named what I did, where I did, because I feel like they have a good feel of that. Some people will just kind of, I don't know what inspires people to put things on a track list, but I feel like they know what they're doing when it comes to that,
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Man, that also made my list. Has a really great bass line, and the guitars are always epic. Dude.
Yeah.
You never miss with that. And it starts off one way, and then it switches over, and it just goes back and forth. There's like a slowdown, and then speeds up, and they do it very masterfully, man. I wish I could do stuff like that. I wish I could write stuff like that. So it intrigued me. I didn't like it at first, but it made me stick around and see where the song went. So it was very unique in that way. So it pulled me into it.
I feel like an asshole now putting that on my...
No.
You know what? You got to be true to your heart.
You do. We were like that with Harry Styles, remember?
Yeah.
I think you bash Harry Styles just because of his style.
No, it was Woman. Remember, he was really into Woman. And
I was really into one. Yeah, that's
There's another one, and I'm like, and I get why when you explained it. I'm like, I get that vibe too.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. What's your third favorite?
Well, I will say before, I love Cold Sweat, and I just think it's a really great song, but it is not on any of my lists, and I think that's worse than putting it at the bottom, because then you're just like, you know. But I struggled. I really wanted to put that song on my top 3, but I didn't. So my number 3 is, oh God, what is it?
Cold Sweat.
No, it's Colder Sweat.
Colder Sweat.
My third one, this one actually kind of surprised me a little bit, but I've been listening to it again, this album recently, and it's Paper Airplane and the Silver Moon. I really like the opening with the organ, and it's just like one thing. I really like when the female vocal comes in, and then it just kind of changes and becomes something different. And I just find that really interesting because, you know, I get bored of things like going back to cards that you're playing. It's just kind of the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
And so this song, at first, like I wanted to be quick to write it off just because the beginning is very slow, but like taking it as a whole, I just think it's really good and it's different than a lot of the other songs on the album. So I gained a new appreciation for it in recent months.
Listen,
Yeah. So
it's very proggy.
it is.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm just in that proggy mood.
Yeah.
If 15 years ago I would have been like, fuck this shit, but now I'm just like, oh man, this is cool.
Yeah.
Did you used to not like prog?
I used to only listen to punk.
Oh wow. Okay.
Only punk, and I'm just like, if you're, this band's on a major, I don't care. I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm out.
yeah.
I was
You sell out,
I
right?
was,
Yeah.
I was very much the stereotypical like punk rock listener.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, you know, you got to stay true to your heart, man.
be true to your school,
It's
man.
like that dude from Portlandia.
Yeah.
Oh man, fixed gear bikes are over.
Yeah.
That guy's riding.
yeah. So like, I admit that I was like that for a long time, and then I think I heard a hardcore cover of like a death metal song, and that's what kind of opened things up for me, because I'm like, oh, maybe death metal's cool. Oh, you know, maybe hip hop's cool. Maybe maybe prog is cool. Don't like jazz though.
No.
I'm sorry.
What about jazz hands?
I like jazz hands. I put it in animation all the time.
Yeah.
Give me some jazz hands.
Yeah.
It'll find you, man.
Yeah.
It'll find
One day.
Jazz is not something I can listen to like I can't listen to it anywhere other than just being at a venue or a hotel lobby or wherever it would be, and actually just watching the musicians. And I would even say, and maybe I'm completely wrong, but I sort of feel like jazz is meant for that.
Yeah.
Because the way, you know, jazz trios or jazz whatever, the way they work is like they'll be sitting there playing, and it just goes from person to person, like sort of featuring the different players.
Yeah.
Right? They
Letting
take
them each
turns
solo
soloing
kind of.
and stuff, and it's like, you know, and you just don't like. It's not the same experience with recordings. And then, you know, don't even get me started on smooth jazz.
There's
Throw that in the trash.
Okay. Wow. Hot take. I like maybe a year ago, I saw a ska band called Central Standard Time or something like that, and that's what it was. Like, I was excited. I'm like, oh, a ska show, like I can dance, but it was way more like, here's like 12 guys up on stage, and every song is like
Someone solos.
Okay, now
Right.
you solo. Now you solo. So it's like, I don't know. I left, but I think it was only like
It was the first song.
yeah. I'm like, man, this song's really long. So I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and just one quick thing, like Michael Henning, he's a drummer. He lives in the Bay Area, but back in the day, like I didn't know anything about jazz. And then when he was the drummer for a band I was in, he was also a jazz musician, and that was the only reason I ever got any kind of exposure to that, is because he would be like, "Oh yeah, I got a trio doing this tonight." I'm like, "I'll stop by," and there you go, Michael Henning.
Love it.
That's cool, man. I didn't know he was a jazz.
Yeah, he still does a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Where are we at right now?
We are on your number two.
Number two.
Make it so.
You know?
Yeah.
Right after drinking some coffee. Number two.
Oh, you have that too? Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for some coffee.
Woo.
Just make sure there's a toilet nearby. Okay, so number two. Hey, I'm just gonna say it. I think everybody put this on their bottom, but I like me some fucking anthems. I like a good anthem. I like something that the crowd can be like at the show and they're singing along to this anthem, Zeke. All right, and that's revolution. Revolution comes with an act of love.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Okay. Wow.
By the way, I didn't put that on my bottom list. Just to let you know, because that's coming up.
Spoilers.
Spoilers, yeah.
But for real though, like, okay, the song starts really quiet. I think contrast is the meaning of life, right? So like, hey, if you have a quiet song that then just erupts, like, more power to you, man. And yeah, that's about it. I don't know. It's just a really uplifting song, and it really grabbed me with that chorus. I also think on the spectrum of lyric writing for this album, it was one of the more dynamic, I guess, a bit. So that's my number 2.
Cool. My number 2 was The Devil You Know. I think the biggest reason I like it is because it closed the album. You know, it's like it does that and then it loops over, and it's like I like a lot of albums and they have a good energy. I feel like that's also planned too. I think musically it blossoms as it goes, and I think that's like, you know, beautifully constructed, and I kind of like the narrative that's there too.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
Well, people, Paper Aeroplane and Silver Moon is on mine.
Nice.
I like how it starts off with the Beatles feel, and then it jumps into like an outfield kind of hook to it, and it bounces back and forth. It sounds familiar, but very comforting, you know, very nostalgic. So it's funny because I never liked music like this before. I remember being younger and really closed off myself. I didn't like progressive rock at all, man. I don't really like technical guitar work or anything like that. I think it's more for like showmanship. But this is this shows off the skills, but it's used in a way where it's necessary for the song and for the music. You know, it feels like it takes you on a journey overall.
Yeah.
So
it's funny that you bring up the technical guitar. I hate to go back to Cold Sweat real quick, but there is a part where things kind of slow down, and then Brother Bill does his little guitar solo, and it's just like really nothing. It's just like, you know. And I read a YouTube comment. It's just like, man, look at him like deconstructing the idea of the guitar solo. Like it's shot like on his hands, and he's not doing anything. Flashy, it's just kind of just like hitting a string.
He's the guy with the beard, right?
Yeah.
And then there's another dude that's like completely bald.
Yeah.
Who's that?
I think that's the keyboard organ.
Oh, okay.
Moog guy.
Gotcha. Because he seems like he was having fun in that Cold Sweat video.
I love that Cold Sweat video. I think it's ridiculous. All of their videos are pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
Check it out. I didn't watch any of their videos.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had any.
Yeah. They have like not super too many, but like they have at least one for each album. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My number 2 is Time Hole, and then in parentheses, Gonna Build a Rocket Tonight. It is the quote unquote heaviest song on the album, and I just really like when I think it's the Lemmy part where he's just like, I'm gonna build a rocket tonight, and then the female vocals come in and just repeats what he says. It's like, but I haven't got the tools to build it, to build it, and I'm just like, oh man, this is so dumb, but it's fucking awesome. I really like it. I just think it's like the high energy point of the album. So yeah, I like it a lot.
Yeah. It's a good song. That was right in the middle for me, but I still like it.
I forget one of you guys put it at the bottom. You put it at the bottom. Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah.
Hey, man. I said it's going to be controversial.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Extremely.
So we're at the final round here. We're talking about the tops of the tops.
Tops of the tops
here. I picked this song because I felt like, and this is no diss on the album. The album kind of fits in this, again, like novelty space where you can kind of tell, like, you know, they've designed this to feel a certain way that, and this is probably a poor word, but like disingenuous a little bit. It's a little different from someone being like, here's me spilling my guts and I just am making a song and here's me, right? It's not exactly that. Like it's a little tongue in cheek. And I mean, obviously there's some honesty in the lyrics, right?
Yeah.
But there's one song on the album I felt like there was like some real like vulnerability.
Okay.
Whoever wrote Brother Bill, maybe whoever wrote this song, there was some real vulnerability and some real dark energy. And it almost kind of reminded me of like a Queens of the Stone Age song.
They give me that vibe in general sometimes.
Yeah.
The guitar sounds.
Yeah, but I think you probably already know what I'm going to say. The Devil Again. You know, the last song.
Wow.
Yeah.
That really, like you had mentioned, the narrative and everything. It's like, wow, that's like deep, man. That is some deep shit that we're talking about right there. That's the song. Since I listened to the entire album, that's the song that I've been going back to.
Gotcha.
It's a great song.
That's my favorite. So
Wow.
Yeah, for me, it's Paper Aeroplanes and Silver Moon. It gave me a little bit of like it's a little bit of a stretch, but it gave me like a Radiohead kind of vibe, you know? I just love songs that are like that. I know it's kind of a little bit slow, but it's beautifully done, you know?
yeah.
For me, it's gonna be Revolution Comes with an Act of
Wow.
Love.
Wow.
Yeah, Michael.
Actually, it was me. I had it on my list. No,
I just wanted to point out because he pointed me out.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't even on my list, man.
I'm going to blame.
I just felt like antagonizing somebody, and I just, it's going to be Zeke this time. No,
I felt the blunt force of it. I like that it had a lot of layers to this song. I was questioning, is it a rocking love song or is it an anti-war song?
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck it, just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a good song.
Makes you want to sing along. And I like the lyric, like, listen now to the sound of a turtle dove. It sounds very
That's super poetic. Yeah.
super poetic,
Yeah.
blissful.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a cool song, man. I love this album overall.
I
can't
love
say
to hear
anything
that.
bad about it.
Yeah, it was a shot in the dark, and I'm glad that it was so well received.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
originally, before I tell you my top, I had picked a Knocked Loose's new album, and that was partially just to kind of get under his skin, because like I don't think he would like it at all.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, that's so like we got to do something. And we got a deeper.
it's quite
cut.
cynical.
Yeah.
It's a quite cynical thing to do.
Well, you know me. So my top one, this was tough because there are two songs that we have not talked about at all.
Really?
And I love both of them.
Wow.
And I think one of them edges out. So I'm just going to say both, but I'll tell you the top.
Yeah.
Go By the River, track 2 is
okay.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's
And
awesome.
I love it. But I got to give the opening track the win. Science
Yeah.
Fiction, I
Yeah,
think, is
yeah.
a phenomenal
Hey, you're right.
open.
I feel like I couldn't put it on my list because
Yeah.
it's the first track.
Same. Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, it's going to feel like it's like
No.
plagiarism or whatever.
Oh,
you know what
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean?
No,
You know,
that song just gets me so hyped for the album.
Yeah.
I just love how it starts and then it kind of stops and then it like goes into the song proper. There's like really rich vocal layering going on because everyone's singing
yeah.
on it. I love the keyboards that are playing. I just think it's a great song. And then outside of this album, when I compare it to the opening song for their first album, which is a great song, but the energy is so different. Like Mountain Heart is a much slower song than Science Fiction. And so it feels like we're doing something different now, and there are still similarities between this album and the first one, but like, I don't know, Science Fiction, I just get excited. Like,
I think it was
the
the perfect opening track.
Yeah.
Like, literally, I'm hearing this and
Yeah.
I'm looking at it and
Yeah.
I'm like, this is a cult.
Yeah.
This is a fucking cult.
Yeah,
Like, I get that vibe 100%.
I fucking love
Cool.
it. But then, track 2, just the again, I very much like keyboard, organ, that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And what they did in that second track, I think is just really interesting and great. So, but I got to give it to Science Fiction.
Yeah. And really kind of, piggybacking on that a bit, I feel like they really dialed in kind of everything, with this album, right? Like just the imagery and the sound and the, just even the track arrangement, like all that stuff. It's like, it all is very cohesive. So good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big fan. I kind of keep up with what Bill Fisher does. Like, I like the stuff he's doing with his brother. I think it's really interesting. It's, so I'm glad that I stumbled upon this band.
Is it his brother or brother?
No, it's his actual
Biological brother?
Yeah, it's his real brother.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we did it, you guys.
We did it.
There is a couple more things that we got to cover for all our patrons. They already know what I'm going to say. But we do have a curveball. And this episode only, Zeke and Ruben, I forgot to tell you this, but
I think you mentioned it to me. Yeah.
Dominique, he's
on vacation.
He's on vacation,
right? He's shooting
in jail. Actually,
Right,
he got pulled over, and let's just say some stuff happened. So he's not going to be here for this episode. This episode, we're going to talk to a friend of mine by the name of Mista Tomaida.
Oh my God!
Is he going to say crayons?
He's going to.
We'll see.
I love Mista Tomaida.
Me too.
Now we're cutting to Mista Tomaida. We want to know what you think of the album.
Hey, it's those boys from Frantic Romantic, back at it again with another hot album review. Well, I'll tell you what I thought of Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I really love the part where Indiana Jones jumps in the refrigerator and then blasts off. And then later on, Shia LaBeouf is swinging in the trees with the monkeys. My third favorite part is when that guy, Mac, who had betrayed Indiana Jones like 5 times during the movie, says, "I'll be okay, Andy," and then he f***ing eats shit and dies. Anyway, this is Mista Tomaida with another album review. Back to you, boys.
Insightful as always. Wow, that was great, you guys.
Nothing.
I feel more wise now.
I wouldn't have expected anything else from him.
Yeah.
They said he couldn't stand alone from Banana, but hey,
Yeah.
proved us wrong.
Banana's a hack compared to Mista Tomaida.
Well, those two got in a,
Shots fired.
those
Shots
two got in a
fired.
falling out a little while ago, so you might not see them in the same frame anytime soon. But we're hoping the best. And then the last thing, this always kind of humbles us. We don't choose to do it, but we have to do it. This is an obligation.
Oh.
And that is basically, I've pulled a negative review from online.
Oh, fun.
We do this with every album.
I like this.
And I read it, and then we decide if we agree with it. We usually don't. I don't think
Out of
there's
like 20-something episodes, we've never agreed with it.
I don't think we've ever agreed
I mean,
with
negative reviews on the internet are like, I don't know, buttholes. Everyone has
Everyone's
one.
got one, right? Yeah.
Well, the worst ones are the ones where they have like grammar issues too, and then they're like, "I really hate album."
Yeah.
Album. Yeah,
Okay,
album. Me no like.
Yeah.
like
That's funny.
So this comes from the website Album of the Year, which is kind of like Letterboxd, but for albums.
Oh.
By someone named Sam Aspaden.
We coming for you.
54 out of 100. The music does not match the vibe. Apart from the soft organ in every song, which deadens the sound of each track. It's otherwise a very basic rock and roll album which doesn't represent the aesthetic or name. My largest issue is the organ. It makes everything repetitive completely. The whole thing feels, in capital letters, feels amateur and non-committal. Like a lame version of Clutch.
Clutch.
What?
Does anyone know who Clutch is?
Yeah, I know who Clutch is.
Clutch is alternative, right?
Yeah.
Who is that? Who's Clutch?
I saw them with the Deftones a long time ago.
Clutch.
Lucky.
There was like
Are
people
they-
right next to me that were like really into them. It's like
It's like
Nickelback and like Three Doors Down, like on speed.
So this band is nothing comparable to Clutch.
No, not
it's
at
like
all. Not at all. It's like
apples and oranges.
apples
to the
and
max.
oranges. Yeah.
Okay.
Clutch.
We just lost the audience that like Clutch right now because I just
Oh,
talked all the
man.
shit.
I think maybe this
They're like,
person
it
just.
totally sounds like Clutch.
Yeah, fuck that.
I think this person just really likes Clutch, and any aesthetic or anything that's different from Clutch, they don't like.
Or Clutch can still exist in the same world as Church of the
Yeah.
Cosmic Skull.
According to Sam Aspaden, they can't.
Well, Sam is wrong.
Sounds wrong. Yeah.
Revolution
Yeah.
with an act of love.
Not
Yeah.
with an act of bullshit.
Yeah, see? Jinx. No.
Wow.
All right, everybody. Well, this was great. Tom, thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
Thank you very much, guys. It's fun.
That's cool.
This has been the first episode of season 2. We thank you for joining us always. This is Let's Get Critical by your favorite band members of the band Frantic Romantic. We're always playing shows, so be sure to look up our roster.
We got to get a cutout of Marcelo to just put in the background.
I know. I really wish he'd come back to the show.
Yeah.
But we'll see you in a neighborhood near you. We're Frantic Romantic. Have a great life.
Friendly neighborhood band.
Yeah. Oh, also leave us comments and questions and concerns. We're always looking for feedback. Always looking for suggestions for albums. Yes,
that Tom Waits. That was a good suggestion.
Tom Waits. Yeah, that was a user. That was a user pick. So, all right, everybody. Thank you. We'll talk to you. We won't talk.
You will listen to us. You will listen to us talk to you.
You may find more information about the band Frantic Romantic by visiting franticromanticmusic.com, as well as our social media platforms. We're always posting information about concerts, new music, and more. So please visit us, reach out to us. Let us know if there's any albums you'd love for us to review. Until next time, this has been Let's Get Critical.
Spaceman roaming the stars.